Hi Guido Fox, welkom bij een nieuw boekreport. Today I want to discuss this wonderful book from Osho. I'm going back to Osho, my wonderful spiritual teacher with his 410 books. And I want to discuss with you this book, 180 pages of a knowledge about spirituality and evolution and spiritual growth, the dewdrops of the lotus. A wonderful book written in Dutch or translated in Dutch. I bought it in a second-hand bookstore for only €7. Holy Grail books you can buy for a very low price if you gonna search for it. Back to the Indian spiritual teacher, already died, but the knowledge is still very, very useful nowadays. And I want to start with you with page number 14. And he talked there about that there is never and never attention in the matrix society school systems about personal development and finding your true own potential power. Um, you were confronted in the Matrix, probably with history, with building blocks as a man, with playing with pops and Barbies, and as a man, you learn strategio, building attraction parks on the computer. You're building blocks in the corner of your lower school. You're playing outside the school systems. Then you're going into reading and writing and geography and mathematics. And later on, you're coming in high school, you learn English, German, history, maybe again, whatever you learn in the systems of the matrix until the university, where you learn maybe to become a data science guy or a tax lawyer or an economic guy or an accountant. You never and never learn from the matrix something about yourself. Never they teach you something who you really are. What is your potential? What is your true self? What are your distractions? There was never a mirror who said to you what you can do better in life, or what you shouldn't do in life. So there was never a mirror, there was never knowledge about personal development, also no social manners, social insights, relationship coaching you didn't get in the matrix systems. So important, right? How you can manage your relationship. You were only used for production for the matrix. So they learn you how you get survive, how you get your money in the matrix. And I don't say it is not important. It's important to have your job, and the matrix is preventing you, is preparing you for those matrix jobs. Of course, that's important to have income. But it's also very important to learn the social skills, to learn the meditation, to learn something how the ego works, because that knowledge is also bringing you further in your business, career life. No career coaching in the matrix systems. What is your job for your life? What is fitting by your personality? So many people are doing something what comes on their path and are really not really happy in what they are doing. So no relationship coaching in the matrix systems, no career coaching in the matrix systems, no leadership coaching in the systems, no coaching how to set up a business, no coaching about food or dieting or stay healthy. So there are a lot of things what you don't learn in the matrix. Um, and there all the problems are coming from. So what Osho wrote on page 14 is you never be confronted with yourself. Your inner flower never get attention you deserved. You were always distracted by the matrix implanted strategies to make money out of you in the future, in the future jobs, but not taking care about your real self. And therefore there are so many life coaches now in this world to fill this gap what the government actually should do in this world. So there was never attention to the individual, potential development skills. And there all the problems are coming from, because what you see in the history with all those wars and all those money what is going into military equipment, all those destruction are coming from a lackage, a leak of personal development. If you look at the personalities of Hitler, of Mussolini, of Stalin, who murdered 20 million people, Hitler killed so many people. They're all suffering from a very, very narcissistic personality disorder, and under that disorder was an self insecure complex, an inferiority complex. And that could be avoided with personal development, with knowing yourself, with working on your negative points. So you can work on yourself, and because of these leakages, this misfitting educational system from the matrix, we have now all those problems. So that's the analysis he make, is that all the world problems could be avoided with investing in your personal development. So work on yourself, hire coaches, and you will able to have a more peaceful, relaxful life. Page 15 If you're going more and more into personal development, then you become much more sensitive for your surroundings and much more receptive for love and intimacy. You will become also more vulnerable, but you become much more open for real intimacy energies. That means that you are open, you can be also hurt easily. But the most people who are not into meditation, awareness, consciousness, relationship coaching, they hold their partner a lot of times on distance. They avoid dating with other people because they're afraid to fall in love, because actually they are afraid for intimacy. So there are a lot of fear patterns and mechanisms into society. What can be avoided with one-to-one relationship coaching or one-to-one more spiritual coaching to become more open for dating people, but also more open towards your long-term partner. Because also there you can have tricks to get people on distance or not fully open to each other, and the powerful flowers together cannot rise to higher spiritual frequencies. So your relationship stays a little bit more flat and are not growing more and more what you actually want to have with your emotional long-term partner. So people are afraid for intimacy. They are have fears building up from the past and cannot be fully open to each other, and therefore people find intimacy also very dangerous. And that is also dealt with stepping to a coach. I mean, it can be very, you can be very vulnerable, but it can also be afraid for intimacy to come close by a coach, because maybe you can fall in love with your coach, or he knows so much about you, and you can be scary because someone can be that can become very close. And that the same can happen with colleagues, right, or with other family members. So you put yourself constantly away from people, because intimacy is a dangerous thing, and you have to go through that. You don't have to accept a life without an intimacy, or pretending to the outside world that you have a wonderful marriage, but there is no connection and you don't grow further each other. That brings me to the next topic. It's page 20, and Osho fight there about freedom. And freedom is a wonderful and wonderful word. A lot of people are talking about freedom, freedom this, freedom that. I want to have more freedom. I want to have more freedom in my work, life balance. I want to have more freedom in my relationship. I want to have more freedom, financial freedom. So a lot of people are talking about freedom, and most of all, they are stuck with the talking exercise. They talk and they talk about freedom, but never make really the step towards a coach to really work on their ultimate freedom, on their spiritual freedom, their mind freedom. They always talk about freedom, but they don't take really action towards that goal. And that's really what Osho wrote down on page 20. People stay talking and talking and talking about freedom, but with freedom, and that's the core key here, with freedom, responsibility is coming. So if you want to grab freedom, there is also a responsibility, because if you want to make a step towards financial freedom, you need to take risk. And if you take risk, you need responsibility. And if you take responsibility about your own life, then you can also fail. And that can create self guilt because you're responsible for your failures. Back to the matrix school systems, you were sitting in the class, you were listening to a teacher, and you're making your exams in your lower school, in your high school, in your university. You are a sitting, lazy, kind of lazy being who was lying backwards in the sitting chairs. I exaggerate a little bit, but you were a consumer. And if you want to have more freedom in your life, more financial freedom, more freedom in your relationship, you want to have more freedom, this and that, then you have to take action and coming forward and doing things in your life. And that is what the most people find very difficult. They're gonna work for an employee after their university degree or their high school or another kind of study, and they get their monthly payment. So that's also a kind of after school, after university mechanism. You're still depending on an employee and you find everything okay. I don't judge if you really want that in your life, you're okay. Don't go to a life coach, don't hire me, but don't talk and complain about your missing freedom and complain about your colleagues all the time and complain that life is so hurtful for you. So, if you want to have freedom, you have to take more action to move forward. Just don't stay talking, but taking action towards your goal. So here you see also, right, the matrix is making you a loan payer, a loan getter, and never learn you actually to survive and build up your own thing, your own company in life. It is a kind of lazy mechanism. The same as with dating, right? We learn our relationship mostly from a lazy position. We were in the schools and you meet each other a little bit and the relationship is starting. You meet each other by the hockey or the football club or the fitness, and it happens, right? But in the dating coaching, in the social day love, in the night game coaching, I learn how you take action to upgrade your own skills and also learn people with a higher value, what you want to reach in life, and don't accept the value partner what you have in life. So all those kind of things makes you a more active, striving, dedicated, disciplined person under my coaching supervision. And that gives energy. That gives energy in your life if you escape the lazy, backwarded matrix guy or women. Like learn how you can escape the frequency of the matrix and how you can be more active and learn to survive outside the matrix. And then you don't talk about freedom, but you really, really enjoy the freedom, and you're blessed with the freedom what you fight now in your life. I think that's an important lesson if you look to the matrix, these systems where you were in. Page 32. Yeah, that's typical Osho. The ego wants to compare. You always compare to the other women who is more beautiful than you, who get more attention, who has maybe a more fortunate partner. You always compare to your girlfriends. You always compare to your friends. Maybe your friends are more masculine. They have more muscles. They're financial, more successful. You're always comparing and comparing. The other guy has a more beautiful car. The other girlfriend has a more beautiful high heels than you. If I talk to the women who is watching my videos, and so comparing is also something what society and what the matrix is, let's say, not correct enough. We are in a comparing society, that you stay striving and working hard in the hierarchies of the matrix. And what Osho is saying, you have to go to your uniqueness. You are a unique human being, and you have to write to develop your uniqueness. And if you are unique and you see other persons who are unique, they're maybe in another process than you, they're maybe in another development than you, but they are unique. And if you look to other people, to your other girlfriends, to your family members, to your colleagues, then you will become much more happier because all those comparing mechanisms in your mind are cost energy. It makes you unhappy. Your ego will be activated all the time. So if you look to a unique perspective, and I don't say, "Hey, I am unique," and shut your mouth, kiddo. I'm unique and I'm good as I am. I am not saying that. I'm saying you're unique, but also always work on yourself. Always striving forward, and always let that self-development energies stream in your body because your soul wants that. So you're unique and you have a potential to grow in your life. So you're unique, your neighbor is unique, but also your neighbor has to work very hard to come further in life, but that's not your business. So see the world from uniqueness and a less and less comparing attitude. That you will be very, very more happy if you're following this advice. Page 74, and we going a little bit back to the relationship coaching. About freedom, I talked. You want to experience more freedom in your relationship, but with freedom, responsibilities kicking in. But on page 74, he talked about a relationship is the most complex thing in the world because you don't know yourself properly, you don't find your own potential. So, how you can know the other person if you don't know yourself? Two complex souls are coming together, and you have to deal with each other in the same house or same room. And the extra bonus here is was Osho wrote down is that your partner is bringing also a new world in your house or in your relationship, right? So, or you live maybe apart, living apart together. If you're seeing each other, your partner also brings a new world because your partner is um, influenced, conditioned by their parents. So the father is in her, the mother is in her, the brother and the sisters are in her. You have to understand that your partner is probably conditioned 23, 25 years before she was going out of the house. 25 years, let's say, conditioned by the parents. And the parents were conditioned by their parents. And the parents are conditioned by the matrix. So the matrix is in her. The parents are in her. The brother is in her. The brother was maybe talking 23 years to her. So all the shit of the brother is also in her. Probably she raised up by unenlightened, undeveloped souls. So the matrix is in her or him. So in the relationship you get also other persons there, and that makes it more and more interesting. What is going on in your soul and what you're carrying there, and what has to be dissolved, what has to be healed before you can grow towards each other and grow further. And also your partner has also a history, and history of other relationships or hurting feelings. So relationship coaching is very, very complex, because a lot of things has to be healed and dissolved. So you need, I say 3 times, need relationship coaching. Without relationship coaching, you will nowhere. You will nowhere in your relationship, and if you bring your destructiveness towards your work is also not going well. So, relationship coaching is necessary for every couple. Every couple can grow towards each other, and also towards each other, and working on themselves with the parental conditions involved, the history of the person involved, the brothers, sisters, the family, whatever is in the system, is the thinking system of the partner. So a relationship is bringing two worlds together, and there all the shit, all the relationship shit is coming from, right? Don't find your own potential in the matrix systems from your schools, but also never, never, never invested in yourself and in relationship coaching. Thank you for watching this video, and I see you by the next one. Bye bye.